Hello? There's a delay. Looks like. Oh yeah, huge delay. Can you see me? Hear me? Okay, I see two people watching. Welcome to the live stream. So I just want to say thank you so much for 5,000 subscribers. Hi, Mikasa. Hello. I am so grateful for reaching 5,000 subscribers. I truly, truly am genuinely appreciative because I've never had that number. I have a second channel, but it only got 2,700 subscribers. I didn't get this far, so I am so happy, and I'm celebrating this on my birthday. If you're in America, it's still January 17th over there, and that's my birthday. So I just turned 27. And hi, Ihan-san. Thanks for joining. 5,000 subscribers is like huge, and now it's 6,000 subscribers. So I really, really appreciate your support, and I'm so grateful that it reached this many, many numbers of subscribers, many, many views. So yeah, that's why I wanted to try out live stream for the very first time. And if you have any question, I know you're curious about Japanese people, Japanese language, Japan. So here you can ask me about anything. You can ask me about anything personal too. If you don't have any questions, then I'll talk about something else. Is that okay? Thank you so much. 27. Yeah. Um, I finally feel like an adult after turning 27. I'm a Capricorn. Yeah, so oh, so you're born in summer? Is that July? Leo? July? My sister is Cancer. So yeah, early July. Anyway, I can talk about anything. Um, I can talk about what it's like in Japan. What life is like in Japan, or how to learn Japanese really quickly. Uh, you're still working. Well, thank you so much for getting all the way, going through the trouble to join the live stream. So to learn Japanese, just like every other skill, you just have to do it entirely in a practical way. People ask me like, is that how you do? Is that how you say things? And I say, yeah. It's like, well, what do you say next? And I say, well, what do you usually do? What do you usually say in this situation? Let's say you're having a conversation with someone. Let's say we're having a lesson on Japanese and we're doing a simulation of conversation. And I ask them like, oh, um, what is your favorite color or something? And the other person, the student would ask, oh, well, how do I answer to that question? And I say, well, how would you answer to that question? And they would say, oh, yeah, blue. Yeah, in Japanese, you do that too. You just say the answer, blue. So it's much simpler, usually, than you think, learning a language, whether it's Japanese or other languages. I know there are some phrases that are uniquely Japanese, but anything that's and most of the things in language, common things in languages are just the same as you would do in your language. So what is your what languages do you speak? Where are you guys from? I know where Isan is from, so this is like a casual live stream. Um, I don't want to make it serious. That's a lot. English, bits of French, German, Spanish. That's a lot of languages. Is your native language English, or you must be in Europe? You must be from Europe then, because all those languages are European. I do speak French a little as well. I learned German a little. I took some courses in German in a university. Thank you so much. Ah, Eloisa. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know it's late for you there, isn't it? It's like midnight. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining. I know it's late there, but I've noticed people who are watching my channel are mostly Americans. So I kind of adjusted the time to be American time. So apologies for that, but I know you guys are from Europe because I know Eloise-san. You are half French and Italian. Nice. 11 p.m. Oh. Okay. Oh, so you're half French and half Italian, but Italian, you know able to speak Italian? That's pretty cool. Like, where you located? Mikasa-san? Some. Okay. America. Oh, okay. I just assume you lived in Europe because you said the languages, European languages. Are you American then? You're American whose native tongue is English and your blood French and Italian. 11 p.m. How was your day? Yes, but my parents and relatives came over from Europe. Okay. How did you learn so many languages? I mean, I think it's in Europe. It's more accessible, right? Because you have neighboring countries. You have so many mixed races. I mean, in America too, but mostly it's English in America. So I'm curious to know how you learn so many wonderful languages: English, French, German, and Spanish. So I you have a question. Do I think dreams have meanings? Yes, I think so. Because I think dreams are created by our subconscious mind, our wish, and I do believe in English because in dreams there are two types of dreams, right? Dreams that we seek, that we go after, versus the dreams we have during sleep. Why are they the same words? They're actually the same words in Japanese too. And I think the reason why is because what we dream about, no, what we go after in life, is a reflection of what we dream during sleep. We think about what we want in dreams. That's why we dream about it during sleep because we're always thinking about that, you know. I think that's my hypothesis. Yes, totally can be a release either fears or desires. I think so. Yeah. Release. Releasing fears. Ah, こんにちは。タレイさん、ポーランドで見ています。ありがとうございます。ポーランドは12時かな、わからない。だけど遅いですね。I know it's late in Poland. Thank you for watching. I'm actually moving to Czech Republic. Midnight. Okay. 真夜中. I'm actually going to Czech Republic next summer. This summer, actually. So, it's next to Poland. ポーランドの隣。日本語上手。真夜中ですね。はい。Yeah, I think dreams are, yeah, you can look at it as like a release. Either sometimes fears, desires as well. Yeah, Prague. I'm thinking about Prague because I have a friend in Prague. She's looking for a roommate. It's not like a flat share, but because she used to live with her husband, so she's looking for someone who can share the flat. And yeah, I might take that opportunity actually. Is that when you're moving? Yeah, summer. Because like you know how brutally hot Japanese summer is. Have you been to Japan in summer? If you like, if any of you have been to s- Japan in summer, it's it's awful. It's brutally hot. Humidity is usually like 70%, over 70%, with 35 degrees Celsius. So it's not pretty, and I never had any good memories in summer in life in Japan. I had good memories elsewhere, like in the UK or in Canada during summer. But after living in this country for 26 years, I still never had a good memories of Japanese summer because I was in club. You know, we have club activities during school life, and I was in the basketball club all summer. Summer break, yeah, school was off, school was out, but every single day for 2 months during summer vacation, we practiced. We had sessions, basketball sessions. We have set classes with basketball. We don't call it classes. We have club activities every single day. There was not one single day which was off, and it continued for like two years, right? Because like that's typical. We have 3 years of middle school, and 2 years of it we spend on club activities usually. Actually, 2 years and a half, and then the rest of the half year we study for the entrance exam of high school. That's typical Japanese life, school life. If you live in I mean, if you do club activities that are not sports related, like how do you call it, band? It's just a band, brass band or something. Is that how you call it in English? Oh, that's actually a very very harsh club activity too. Because you have to go to the school every day. I think it was every day too. Not as bad as the basketball club, but you have to go to every day. You actually because you breathe out when you play the musical instrument, like trumpets or what else do they play? Uh, Trombone and so on. Yeah, brass band, club activities. It's tough. Any sports activity, I think most sports activities is tough. But I was very jealous of the swimming club activities, because during summer it was so hot, but we were forced to run like so many. I don't know how many kilometers there were. 6 kilometers, so six k. I think 6 kilometers, like around school. We got like 10 laps of running around the school, and the swimming club were just staring at us, like because they could just be in a swimming pool, and they're very comfortable, and they didn't have a very strict coach either. So while we were running, they just look at me like, oh hey, good work out there. Like, oh, I wish I was like in a swimming team. But I'm kind of glad that after all, actually, I'm glad that I took basketball club, because chose basketball club because that really trained my resilience to do things. So I still do regular workouts. I still People tell me I am self-disciplined usually, and I think that activities in basketball club really helped me with the self-discipline, because you have to be really self-disciplined. You have to push yourself really hard even when you're not feeling well. You know, so that mindset actually uh, affected me sometimes in a bad way because I was so hard on myself. But after years and years, until I learned self-compassion, and now I still I kind of appreciate the aspect that I became more self-disciplined. So I do have mostly bad memories. In a basketball club, I was bullied, but I do appreciate some of the aspects that I developed during those years. Yeah. You will be leaving when I wish to go to Japan. Why would you want to go to Japan during summers? Don't. Okay, honestly, that's the last season that I would choose. That's the last time of the year that I would choose to go to Japan. Because, like I said, it's brutally hot and it's really humid. I know in the UK it's humid too, but it's compared to. Okay, I was there during heat wave, but it was compared to Japan, it was nothing. It was nothing, really. Japan is much horrible, much more horrible, and it continues every single day. So it starts around June. That awful summer starts around June and carries up to beginning of October, I would say. But last year, Halloween was hot. It's not as hot as the summer, but it was still hot. It's end of October. It was end of October. It was still hot. So that was not fun. I dressed up as a pirate in Osaka. If you've seen one of my videos in the Japanese, learn Japanese with Taigi, I don't know which one that was. Actually, now I'm curious. Which one was that? Let me go to my channel. I think it was the about Christmas in Japan or something. Let's see. Uh, what is Christmas like in Japan? Maybe that I posted on Christmas. I forgot. Yeah. Anyway, it's so hot. I'm visiting Tanzania end of July. Why would you choose? That's that's so hot. Last year, the hottest I've experienced was end of August, like 27th of August was like the hottest. It was so awful. I thought I was gonna die. Literally, I was gonna die. Yeah, it was so horrible. That's part of the reason why I want to leave this country because it's so hot. But also, I don't really like the people. I don't mind the country. I think Japan is a good country, but I don't really like the people. I don't really vibe with people. Yeah, I can elaborate on that later. If you could jump in a swimming pool of anything, what would it be? Ch- Swimming pool of anything. Puppies. If I could jump in a swimming pool of puppies, I would be happy. In a, you know, I don't want them to be hurt. So I was I wouldn't jump. I would just go in the swimming pool of puppies. I would spend summer in Taiwan and just go to Japan. I think Taiwan is worse. I don't know. I never was in Taiwan during summer. I think I visited there when I was 16, 17. 17, yeah. And I think it was in winter. I forgot. It wasn't that cold, but it wasn't hot either. So probably it was awesome. Yeah, Taiwan is I think it's okay. I don't know. As a martial artist, self-discipline is one of the most important things you can. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. What martial art do you do? That's cool. Self-discipline is one of the most important. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In life, it's so useful. Compared to Taiwan, Japan, summer is pretty comfortable. Okay, I see. I mean, I heard Taiwanese summer was brutal too. Hello, Taiki. Hello, Twilight. How are you? Can you start more videos about view of places in Japan? View of places in Japan. About my view of places in Japan. Okay. Like how I think about places in Japan? Like how I think about Tokyo? Is that how you mean? By the way, hi. Hi. I think the weather in Japan is getting hotter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. It is. It is. If you visited Japan in 2000, I don't know, 15, it was still hot, but it wasn't as terrible as this. If you visited in Japan like 2005, it would be comfortable. Because I didn't really mind Japanese summer when I was young. I actually didn't really, although I didn't particularly like the summer because I didn't like the festivals they hold in summer. But it wasn't as terrible as this. I understand what you mean by about the people. Okay. So since sounds like you have been to Japan, you have been to Taiwan, you have been to Asia quite often, and you seem like you understand the culture. So what is your impression on East Asia? All right, I don't know. I'm really curious to know uh, how a Polish person would think of East Asia. Great answer. Huh. Thanks. How are you? How's life? It's pretty good, actually. Um, I'm been reading a lot, as always. I've been practicing the piano. You can kind of see the piano in the back. Uh, yeah, I've been studying lots of things. What I my New Year's resolution for this year is to be, I don't know, try new things. Try to keep myself busy. Try to keep my brain busy. So by trying, because I'm moving to Czech Republic this summer for a year, at least, for working holiday. That's a new thing, and that would stimulate my brain. That would hopefully change the view of my world, my view of the world, actually. And I actually want to do a theater. Actually, be on a theater as a Japanese person in Czech Republic, because I always wanted to be an actor from since when I was in middle school. So I want to try out like acting in hopefully in Czech language. But I know I have a long way to go still because I've started to learn Czech last summer, and I finished the book, this Czech textbook. Ooh, this one, which is like so difficult. You know, it's so difficult. I'm pretty sure this explains more in a complicated way than it needs to, but it was somehow helpful. And I can talk about how to learn languages for free. As a Japanese teacher, I don't want to share this really because that's my job, and if everyone did it, I'll be out of my job. But one way to learn a language is to barter your skills. That's what I do with Czech. I don't pay for the Czech lesson, but I find someone who's interested in learning Japanese, like Czech person, and they're then I'm interested in learning Czech, obviously. So we barter skills. They might not be professional. That's the con. That's the downside of it, right? My study partners, I have two study partners. Um, they're not really professional teachers, so that's the downside. But I can ask like, oh, how do you say this in Czech? How do you say this in English? Like I can ask them in Czech entirely and hold a conversation in Czech entirely, obviously using Google Translate. That's how I usually approach languages. And I did the basics on textbooks. So basics are important. So you cannot just go out to like I don't know, find someone, study buddy on someone, and you know try to have conversations, because if you don't know the basics, you won't be able to have conversations. But once you get the basics down, you are able to. Using Google Translate, you can ask, "Is that right?" That's really economical way um, to learn languages or learn any skills, like barter skills. Because language is not a subject. I keep telling people about this, but language is not something that you sit on the chair like a student do and like study. It's not mathematics. It's not um, literature. It is a skill. It is like playing the piano. You practice, practice, practice daily. The faster you get at it. So it's like dancing. I don't know, something you learn. It's a skill. It's not a subject. Anyway, um, videos of Japan. Oh, Shaolin Kempo. Oh, it's Chinese, isn't it? Shorinji Kempo. That's cool. So you must have a sturdy back, because I know Shorin Kempo uses strong backs. It requires strong backs, right? If I remember correctly. Videos of Japan, your reaction. Yeah, you need to be more specific than that. Videos of Japan, your reaction. Have you been liking my content then? I talk about Japan. You've not been to Japan, okay. Well, best season, I think, is autumn. It's not as crowded as spring, because spring, it is like cherry blossoms, right? Everyone wants to see the cherry blossoms. Autumn, yeah, people are into the colored leaves, but not as unique as cherry blossoms. So the population will decrease, touristy, less touristy, I think, in autumn. But autumn is comfortable weather. It is not as cold. I mean, I don't really particularly find Japanese winters that cold. At least where I live. If you go to like Gifu or Hokkaido, it is going to be brutally cold. But I think Hokkaido is like because it's a snowy place. If you like snow, I think you love it, because I've been to Hokkaido in February and I loved it. It was cold, obviously, but it was comfortable too. It was nice, actually. Yes, I spent some time in Japan, even more in Taiwan. I think Taiwanese people are up, uptight than Japanese people, and I think it's easier to make friends. Okay, so yeah, I think I would love Taiwanese people more than Japanese people. Because Japanese people are like, I don't know, I find them like fake, really, really fake. If something like you can start with something small like shopkeepers. Like talk to any shopkeeper, they sound the same. They say the same thing. They just say the same things that are on manual with what they are taught to say. So it sounds like you're feels like you're talking to robots. That's how it feels like, you know. And for example, if you go to the States, people are gonna be like, "Oh, how's your day?" Or like, "What is your plan?" Like this afternoon, it's like at the till, you can talk to them about your life. They are actually interested in you. I mean, they might not be. They might show in the courtesy of like talking to them, but some people are like, "Ah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of talking gossip on now. I'm just trying to buy the grocery, you know." So those people, I think Japan is a perfect place because nobody cares about you, really. No one, the shopkeepers, no one care about you. So like everyone just leaves you alone. There's no one's care about you. What do they care about? They just care about what's trending on TikTok. They just care about like looking through other people's stories on Instagram. That's what they all care about. And do they do anything productive? No. Most people don't do anything productive. They don't go to the gym. Most people don't go to the gym. They don't do like hobbies. They don't have like solid hobbies. They don't play the musical instruments and so on. So yeah, I just don't vibe with Japanese people really. There's nothing wrong with that, you know, being boring. But I just can't really stand mindset because they're like the same. Uh, or videos of the country you are in. Yeah, I'm planning on posting my life in Czechia when I move there. Wow, Slavic languages are living hell. Yes, Slavic languages are really hard. But I believe once you get used to it, I think uh, you have a huge advantage. For example, Russian becomes easier, Ukraine becomes easier. Probably, what else? Slavic? Slovakian? Yeah. Ah, that sounds really good. I studied performing arts in college. You love it. Oh, okay. I'm really excited now. I did take some classes about acting in back in high school, but yeah, you're really cool. I'm gonna learn many new things too. Yeah, you should. You should really. Taiki is learning Japanese from Duolingo. Good. Um, well, the problem with Duolingo is they just give you random words, the vocabs, without explaining clearly about the fundamentals of the language. So yeah, I think it's good for memorizing vocabulary and perhaps sometimes understanding basic, like really basic grammatical structures. But you might be at a wit's end of what to do at when you want to create more complicated sentences. You might be at a loss to know what to do. So I think that's a problem with Duolingo. I actually started Japanese last year, but my exams coming in and I'm only breaking for now. Yeah, but okay, yeah, exams. Yeah, well, you really need to know your priority, obviously. Learning a language, and I don't know if you want to move to Japan or something like that. seeking dream is as important as exams. But if you fail the exams and you have to pay for the extra curriculums or extra years or something, then that's worse than not studying Japanese. So focus on exams. Yes, Chinese Japanese, I have scoliosis. I don't know what that is. Scoliosis. Let me look it up. That's a new word for me. Is that a disease? Something to do with spine. What? Oh, because you're talking about Shorin Kempo, yeah. But okay, I thought Shorin Kempo would train your back. Chinese Japanese, okay. Do you like dating apps? Are you on? I don't like dating apps. I did have experiences with dating apps, like girlfriend. I did actually have a girlfriend through dating apps. But the reason why I don't like dating apps is because it's so shallow. People, so here's okay. Here's what dating apps are like in Japan. Dating apps in Japan, we have loads of dating apps because we are so single. we we struggle so much with finding partners. So we have so many um, dating apps, right? Most dating apps, men are the only ones they have to pay. Women, free, completely free, usually. So men, they just have to pay for the monthly fee. So usually women don't really take it seriously because they're doing it for free, whereas men are like because they're paying their hard-earned money into this apps, and then you see the difference in seriousness. Also, there's numbers of likes. Usually, the dating if you go to like a dating app profile, you see the person, right? You see the person whether you swipe left or right. You see the numbers of likes they get. Okay, likes is like swipe left, number of swipes to left, I would say, and that becomes a competition, right? That becomes like okay, if I get many um, likes, then I would be more popular in a dating app because that's usually the case. The dating app profile stands out and it seems more attractive just based on the likes they get. So do you know what they do to get more likes? They just say the things that, for example, if as a man, they say things that they like about that girls would like, right? Okay. And girls like in Japanese girls like guys who are into cafe hopping, going to Disneyland. What else? Um, Eating out, so on. Like those shallow. I no offense to those people who like those activities, but like I find it shallow because so many profiles say that, and like the girl who sees that profile be like, oh wow, he's a cool guy. He likes coffee hopping. He likes eating out. He likes going to the Disneyland. So do I. And he receives lots of likes. So you can't really be yourself if you want to date someone. I mean, you could be yourself, because I was being myself, and then get a girlfriend. Yeah, but I was lucky because I didn't receive many likes because I was talking about philosophy or something, philosophy or playing musical instruments or meditation, those types of things. And like ordinary Japanese women have no idea what I'm talking about. What I put on the profile. And they're like, okay, okay. Yeah. And also it's all about, taking a good photo. Oh, yeah, it's important to be good looking on a dating profile. So what people do is actually they hire cameramen who are specialized in dating apps. Dating app expert cameraman. Right. I actually did hire one. Embarrassing to tell, because I was so um, desperate, really, looking at looking for girlfriends, potential girlfriends. But yeah, it was yeah. So that kind of job exists, and that's how crazy the dating market is in Japan. And you know what happens in the dating apps like that? The most liked men, they get all the girls, and they just sleep around. Right? He just sleeps around, and this is what happens, really. So it's just the shallowest thing. And I'm not on dating apps anymore because I don't like that, really. I I'm not even looking for a girlfriend. So I have so many things I want to do in life. You know, I can't afford to date someone or go out a date with someone I barely know and spend money on it. If I find someone that I vibe with, and then yeah, sure, I'll take it. But I'm not gonna actively look for it. So okay, sorry, I wasn't reading. Then you'll be shocked how honest checks are. No small talk in the check, yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard about that. The checks are really honest, like Russians. Yeah, it's like if you go into the store, and if they're not in the mood, they'll be like, "So chcesz." It's like, "What do you want?" "So chcesz." Do I have a favorite place in the world or a happy place? Um, Probably. I really like the UK. I really like staying at my friend's house in Suffolk in the UK. I really liked it. I also like Canada. Not Vancouver. Vancouver is just a city. It's not nothing special, nothing unique, like in my opinion. Where I stayed was like a place called Surrey. It was a very beautiful countryside in Canada. But yeah, my favorite place has to be. This is gonna sound cheesy, but the place where I have someone I love. So I love dogs, for example. Right? I dog sit my professor's dog. I look after my professor's dog. So like he's a sweet dog, right? So I like the place wherever he is in. Yeah. So place where there's someone I love must be my favorite place in the world. It sounds like a scam. I mean, those. Yeah. They are scams, especially for men. Girls don't have to pay anything. They're completely free. Maybe you would get a girlfriend in Russia. I don't know. Maybe dating apps are kind of weird because I don't think love happens on. I don't. Yeah. Here's the thing. Yeah, most couples in Japan they met through online like dating apps. You see like how shallow that would be. You see how shallow the most people would be. I just don't vibe with. I just said this before, but if you talk to any random person on the street in Japan, this more than likely they're going to be very boring. They just say the same thing as everyone else. That's the highest chance. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, meeting someone online and dating with, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but I just, you know, find those dating apps really shallow. You know what I mean? And most couples in Japan are result of dating apps. Yeah. It's not, yeah. Where was that? Some people are just looking for custom casual sex. Yep. Especially on Tinder. Has Ellie got a crush? I don't know, maybe. It's a question time. That made me laugh. Yeah, you have it. It's confirmed now. You don't hide Ellie. OMG. Sokutesh Czech and Sokutesh in. Oh, same. See, they're Poland and Czech Republic are like close next to each other. Yeah, Sokutesh. So means what? Kutesh is like you want. Yeah. How do you pronounce that? Kutesh. Kutesh. I don't know how you pronounce that. Kutesh. Yeah. I also find Russian and Czech Republic similar. Because I have a friend who's he's Japanese and he has a girlfriend in Russia. So he goes to Russia, Japan, back and forth, right? So he can speak Russian, fluent Russian. And we were going out, eating out, and I told him like I was learning Czech, and he was like, "Oh wow, that's pretty cool." And I told him, well, a Russian person, I have a student who's from Russia, told me Russian and Czech are like really similar. So like I wanted to share some words that I knew in Czech with him, who speaks Russian, and I shared some words, and like they're really similar, really similar. So we were like, oh wow, that's really cool. So because they share this Slavic root. Anyway, why wearing a jacket indoors? Yeah, you know this, right? See, here's a crazy thing about Japanese houses. Japanese houses are not made for heat nor cold. Okay, in summer, it's brutally hot inside. It's not made for like cold, hot weather either, like Spanish houses. Because in Spain, they do white walls, right? They have white walls to not absorb the sun. But here they don't do the same. They don't do those things. So okay, to alleviate the heat, okay, let's make the walls thin. You know what happens when you make the walls thin? Really cold inside. In winter. So Japanese houses are not made for cold, no heat. So you have to be like stripping. You have to have aircon. You have to cool the entire house with aircon during summer, and in winter you have to warm yourself with a jacket. And there's no central heating, so you have to rely on the aircon to heat up. So that's actually kind of expensive. The energy bill becomes more expensive than central heating. So yeah, that's not. I don't really like that. The pronunciation is almost the same as in Czech. Okay, so I saw percentage. Funniest way you have injured yourself. Funniest way I have injured myself. Are you asking me to tell a story about funniest way I have injured myself? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. So when I was in elementary school, primary school, we were playing dodgeball. You know what dodgeball is, right? You just hit the person with a ball. Uh, okay, we have like a ballet ball. We have a dodgeball ball, which isn't soft like in America. And in America, you have like soft dodgeball, I think. But whereas in Japan, it's like really like a I don't know how to call it, like made of rubber. It's kind of hard. It actually hurts, really hurts when it hits me, when it hits you. There was one guy who was in a baseball club, baseball team. So he throws really fast, right? And he was gonna hit me with a dodgeball, but I couldn't really escape. So I was like this, right? I put my hands in front like this, and just hit me right here on my pinky finger of right hand. Or was it my left? I forgot. But like my pinky. I think it was my left pinky. Yeah, it was pinky. Yeah, my left pinky. So I was like this. It hit me, and I was out because I was hit, right? And it really hurt, right? It wasn't like ouch, like the ordinary hit, and it was swollen. You know, it was scary. And I went to the medical office, medical room, whatever you call it in school. I don't know how you call it actually. Let's say like a treatment room or something. And like they got ice on my pinky, just in case it doesn't get swollen. But it wasn't getting any better. I'm all how do you call it? All ambidextrous. Yeah, but I was born left-handed, but but I was forced to do right-handed. But I wanted to try out my left, so I was practicing left writing right at the time. But my pinky was like in so much pain that I couldn't write in left. So I go, okay, I have no choice, right. And then when I complained about the swollen pinky, I just asked the teacher, I was like, okay, you should go to the hospital probably. And I took the day off from the school, and I found out it was broken. Maybe it shouldn't be this long, this story. Just basically, I broke my pinky from a dodgeball, playing dodgeball. No heating in Japanese houses. No heating. No central heating. Hi, Daiki. Hi, Shay. What is your education background? Bachelor's degree? Yeah, I went to university. You play piano, I'm an opera singer. I am learning to play the piano, yeah, right now. You know, my piano teacher, I actually started playing the piano last year, May, self-taught, but there was a limit. So I started to take a tutor lesson from, when was that? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday I took my first piano lesson. And I was so stiff when I was playing like this. So my teacher was like, you should do like this when you hit the note, like. And now my piano playing is much smoother. It's so cool. It just made me use so much of my brain, prefrontal cortex, because you do use that a lot. Yeah. Dodgeballs weren't soft when I was in school. Okay. Then must be the school I went in Canada. I was in Canada for 1 year studying English, and I went to high school there for 6 months. We had a PE class, and the dodgeball was like so soft. And we got like loads of dodgeballs, whereas in Japan the dodgeball is much harder, and there's one ball. That's a completely different rule. Same with Liv. She writes with both hands. Nice. Yeah. I mean, but musical instruments. I play the guitar and violin. I do the right-handed, just because right-handed musical instruments are more common. But I throw with my left. I hit baseball with my left. I draw with my right, because I was only taught to use my right hand. Yeah. I'm dexterous too. Oh, nice. It's actually nice. It's actually nice. I play piano too. I'm glad you're taking proper. Yeah, I'm so glad too. Right now I'm practicing, Mia and Sebastian's theme from La La Land. I love that song. I love that film. So I'm trying to practice that, and hopefully by June, before I leave Czech Republic, I'll be able to play his 4-piece, including the jazz part. Like really fast jazz part. Yeah. And Ryan Gosling did that in just 2 months. Or was it 3 months? From a complete beginner. That's impressive. I mean, he had a dedicated teacher, and he dedicated his work every day to the piano piece, but it's still really impressive. And if I could play that, like the Mia and Sebastian's theme, like piano, that'd be like so cool. So, yeah. I'm trying to learn 7 different instruments right now. Which ones? Like musical instruments? Yay, congrats. Thank you. Yay, 5,000 subscribers is a huge thing for me. I know it's not as big as like very famous ones, but for me it's huge, 5,000. So thank you very much. Now 6,000. Thank you very much. I'm doing BTech in aerospace engineering. It has always been my dreams to become in space science. Nice. Maybe I'll do masters in it before taking a job. Those exams I was taking. Oh, nice. Well, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Dreams are really attractive. People with dreams are really attractive, So that's why I want to be attractive too. Ambitious, Because you try things. Like if you have dreams, you try things. You don't want to sit around and be like, I can never do this. You actually try, right? That's what matters. Nice. I play saxophone, piano, and can play a little bass guitar. Wow, that's broad. So it's like a jazz? You're into jazz? Boom, 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 boom. Taiki, you speak Spanish? Nada. Poquito. No, I lied. Not even poquito. I'm obsessed with La La Land. I listen to City of Stars all the time when I drive it. City of Stars. Na, 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 na. Yeah, I actually was trying to play that song last night because I was like, why not? I couldn't really sleep until 1 a.m. Now, he learned really quickly, he's impressive, I'm trying to learn piano, guitar, ukulele, recorder, ocarina, kalimba, flute, and drums. Wow! Why? Why so many things at the same time? I mean, guitar and ukulele, understandable, because they're kind of similar. But like, that must be overwhelming. Do you like Hans Zimmer? I do. I like. He's a pirate. I remember that's Hans Zimmer, right? He's a pirate. Or Captain Jack Sparrow. I like Hans Zimmer. Things that really means a lot. What's your? What's like your? What is my favorite song? Vienna by Billy Joel. Vienna. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. Learn one and master it. Yeah, yeah. Because like June, my because there's a showcase, right? Showcase of musical instruments in June, where the cool school I I go to, I take lessons from. So if I could be in a suit and play the La La Land song, Mia and Sebastian theme, that'd be so cool. I think I'll be cocky. It's like, oh, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Sebs. Um, I get bored easily. Okay, but it's like extremely wide range of things. That's impressive. Then move on. You will overwhelm yourself. Yes, I want to learn violin. Do it. What's stopping you? Do it. I've played it for 3 years. But violin is really hard. Not gonna lie. I think it's one of the hardest musical instruments to learn in life. I think I did that one, yes. Uh, Ryan Gosling, you mean? Piano? You got your passion, you got your pride, but you don't know that you do so satisfied. Yeah, exactly. You you got your passion, you got your pride, but don't you know you that only fools are satisfied. Actually, I actually never really sang that song, but I like the lyrics and the music. Do you like anime? Um, yeah, shonen, shonen ones. I like My Hero Academia, One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, like major ones. Uh, Ranking of Kings. That's a cute one. Ranking of Kings. Although sometimes can be gory. Um, what else? Yeah. But One Piece, I think, in my opinion, One Piece is getting boring. In my opinion, so not as much as I used to. Yeah. How about yours? Sing it. Nah, I'm talking too much today. My throat is parched. I love Billy Joel's music. Yeah, me too. I was born in 1989, so I grew up listening to that music with my mother. Oh, that's cool. Same. Mikasa is here, so Attack on Titan too. Yeah, damn right. Death Note, AOT, One Piece. Attack on Titan, obviously, because you're Mikasa. Samurai Champloo is a cool anime. Yeah, I've heard that one. I've never watched that one though. Cool soundtrack. Oh, actually, I like Fairy Tale too. I don't love it, but I kind of like it because it's relaxing to watch. Do you know like do you have any anime that just makes you relaxed because there's no context, or you can just sit back and watch without you know trying to be focused on the plot? Fairy Tale is one of them because Fairy Tale is like, I don't know, stupid to me. That anime kind of, I don't have to watch. I don't have to watch with my brain energy. I don't have to use my brain energy. Also, the Psyche K's Disastrous Life of Psyche K. It's like a comedy anime. Yeah, I love it. And Gintama. Gintama is a classic. Yeah. Nice talking, Taiki. I gotta get going, getting ready to go out for some dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Shay. Thank you for coming in. Good talk too. I am surprised you're not dating. I waited until I was 33 years old to marry because I was having too much. Okay. But you did marry. That's good. I don't know. I'm not sure if I was gonna get married. If I'm gonna get married ever. Unless yeah. I need to find someone who I can vibe with. You know, it's not about the appearance of the person. It's not. Although I said something about it in a previous video, Eloise actually mentioned that I talk about lookism, and yeah, I'm a changed man actually. I don't really care about. I do to some extent. I have to like that person's appearance, obviously, but you know, more importantly, I have to vibe with the person. I have to share the same wavelength with that person. That's really important. Yeah, I mainly like romantic anime movies. They're on another level, IG, but I have watched many more romantic anime movies. I'm not really. I don't have lots of knowledge on that. Romantic anime movies. Ghibli Studios? Are they romantic? I don't know. Psychic is good too. It is good. Yes, it is. Romantic anime movies. Romantic anime movies. Like what? I don't know. Oh, like the Your Name? Is that romantic? Miyazaki Hayao? Those types of films? I can't think of anything. Glad to hear it. Looks change over time anyway. Yeah. Yeah, looks change over time. Yeah, it's about inside. It is about the wavelength of that person. Although I love like a deep voice of a woman. Some women have really deep voice. I don't know. It just gives me like a calming vibe, but it's not all that, right? The person has to vibe wavelengths with me. So after all, it's a wavelength. You know, it's similar to someone who's talking about like a really toned abs. who's into really fit body, but like that's not what they look for, right? That's not all they look for. They actually look for like other things. So they actually sometimes end up with someone who's not toned at all. Someone without the toned abs. That's a similar thing. I'm just into voices. I like listening to deep, mature voice. Like Carey Mulligan's voice is, I think, fantastic. Emma Stone's voice, I love it. Natalie Portman's voice, I like that too. Studio Ghibli, yeah, that's it. But I think it depends on the Studio Ghibli's film, whether it's a romantic one. Because Totoro is not very romantic. It's about finding your system. So which one specifically? What country have I visited do I like the best and why? I visited the UK and I like it because it's not as hot as Japan. I'm vegan and vegan foods are accessible everywhere. And so many things like from the UK I like about I like how environmental friendly company FC what's it FSC Forest Stewardship Council. I'm sure you've seen this, right? That's from the UK, right? And I like Ed Sheeran, artist. I like Ed Sheeran, Coldplay, The Script, Jessie J. Who else? Yeah, like so many British musicians. And I also like Sherlock Holmes. I'm a fan of Sherlock Holmes. So yeah, the Sherlock Holmes Museum I visited in London was really fun. I'm definitely revisiting. Howl's Moving Castle, Your Name, Silent Voice, and many more ring a bell. I don't think Your Name and Silent Voice are Ghibli, Studio Ghibli. Those are different. But Howl's Moving Castle is a Ghibli. Could you cope with a partner with high-pitched voice? Again, it's like a wavelength. It's just a bonus to me, But there's a preference. I don't know how you metaphorize this really, but if you have I don't know, like the dish. Let's say a dish. The main dish versus a sub dish, whatever you call it. How do you call it? Main dish, sub dish. If the main dish is like the voice, and sub dish is like if it's a main dish, let's say main dish is the voice I like. Sub dish is something I like. No, like I don't like. Then maybe I prioritize the personality. Whereas if it was the opposite, if the main dish is like the personality, good personality, there's something that I share the wavelength, same length, wavelength. And sub dish is like the really high pitched voice. Then maybe I would like that better than the last example. It's a bad example. I couldn't really come up with a good example. Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke like them. I didn't really consider Princess Mononoke as a love story, romantic film, because I see that film as a environmental message, like human beings destroying the forest. They're just caring about the profits they're making, all that stuff. So I don't really consider. I never really considered as a romantic, but yeah, they do end up. I think at the end, Sun and what was his name? Ashtaka. Sun and Ashtaka. I think they end up together. Yeah. Yeah, but okay, that's romantic. Okay, that look said it all. Haha. Not the last two ING, but just because they're really beautiful, I named them. Okay, fair. Japanese women with deep voice and kind of arrogant tone, so sexy. Okay. Japanese women. I'm not. Yeah, I never was into Japanese women, really. I know like so many guys, foreign guys, are into Japanese women. I don't know really. I don't really know why. To me, they're really boring. There are some really interesting people. For example, my first girlfriend was Japanese. She was really interesting because she spoke Swahili. You know African language Swahili, and she spoke English too. So she was different from the most Japanese people. So that really attracted me. She didn't have particularly deep voice, but I was really attracted to her. But she broke up with me when she found out that I have a YouTube channel of veganism. She watched my content. Like she searched like a vegan on YouTube, and my video popped up, right? So she watched it. I didn't tell her that I was vegan at the time because I didn't really need to. Like she watched it. It's like she found me on YouTube, like by chance. She watched it, and she didn't like what she saw because I was talking about veganism, the advocating veganism. It's like what did we talk about? Like, oh, what we consume is leading to the animal suffering, something. And I think she didn't like it, and she just suddenly calls me up and is like, "Can we talk?" And I was like, "Sure." I didn't really like the sound of that when she said it, and she was like, "I would like to break up with you." And I was really shocked, and my voice was trembling, like, "Why?" And she was like, "Well, I looked vegan up, and you popped up, and I saw your videos, and I couldn't agree with your ideas." Something ideas? What? Ideas? Ideas? What up? Sorry, you're froze. Yeah, I was talking about, yeah. It's about morality. It's not. It's not the idea. I I tried to convince her, but ended up in vain, and she broke up with me all of a sudden. So okay, that's life. I move on, but I couldn't really move on for 1 month. We didn't date for a long time anyway, so the pain wasn't too great. But still, it was awful. So I think personality really matters when looking for. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yes. Personality matters more than anything. What are you doing after check? I don't know. That's the fun part. I don't know. I'm very eager to try out acting, like theater acting in Czech Republic. Naturally, my working holiday visa expires in 1 year after acquiring the visa. I haven't acquired the visa yet because I'm not in Czech Republic. So I will get the visa hopefully in June after applying. I haven't applied even. I will start applying end of January. I just try to prepare it. So I might not have as time on YouTube as I would like to, but I will try my best to post videos. So please tune in. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I might consider taking auditions in other countries, like in the UK, because it's kind of close to Czech Republic. Just send like acting videos or something. It does. I believe that personality should be the main focus when applying the partner. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That is so sad. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's been 2 years. I'm over it. I'm done. There are some times that I try to mend the bond with her. It's like, oh, can we still be friends? It's like, you're cool, but like, you know, that would make things more awkward. So, all right, I have to go now. I have college. Bye bye, everyone. Okay, good luck with studying. I believe in you. I root for you. Okay. So we've been doing the live stream for 1.5 hours. Soon I'll be finishing because I'm going with a throat parched. So I quickly gonna grab a drink because I'm getting parched. Bye bye, Twilight. Good night, guys. Have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah, you still have feelings? No, I don't. I'm over it. Yeah, maybe. Thanks. Okay, maybe when I reach next time, it's going to be 10,000 subscribers. I might do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it when I reach 10,000 subscribers again. When am I going to do it? I don't know. When am I going to reach it? I don't know. But hopefully, I will reach 10,000 subscribers. And this happened. This 5,000 subscribers. No, 6,000 subscribers. 6,000 subscribers happened because of you. So I truly appreciate. It's not my thing. It's you just watched my content, and then as a result, that really blew up. So it's you who made this happen. So thank you so much. I just made a video. That's all I did. And now, my hopefully useful information is spreading, going viral because of your power. So I really, truly am grateful for it. So thank you so much. And probably it's good time. It's just 1.5 hours we've been talking. Nice chat. Thanks for talking to us. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. Thank you for joining my live stream. Thank you for talking to me too. And I wish you all a great rest of your days. Okay? I'll see you in future videos that I'm posting. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you, Taki. Have a great day. Thank you, Mikasa. Have a great day too. Or evening for you. You are nice. I try to be. Alright? Well, thank you for tuning in. Bye bye for now. It was nice. This was really nice talking to you guys. Bye bye.